Hello and assalamu alaikum everybody. I hope all is well on your side. My name is Nadia and today we are talking about expenses. That's my favorite topic. Not really the expenses, but the idea of cutting costs, finding ways to be frugal, finding alternatives, and yeah, that's a very exciting thing for me. So let's get started. In this video I'll be discussing the expenses that like that occurred in the month of January. So because you guys know that in the month of January, in the beginning, we shifted here to this house, and I got a comment where they wanted to know how the expenses changed. They did change drastically, so I'm going to compare that as well. So we're going to start with the utility bills, and in that, electricity, the most scary bill. So in the month of January, you know that it's in winters, we don't use that much of electricity. So the average bill in my previous house used to be 1,500 in winters, but here in January we had 3,300, 3,300. That's like more than double that what we were paying before, and we use 93 units, which is like, its unit here is expensive. That is 35.5 rupees approximately. So let's come to internet. Internet over there was 1,000 rupees for the landline internet, and that was amazing. Like, no complaints, good speed, and best customer service. Anytime there is something happening, you just call them and they were just around the corner, and they were used to come running and like, okay, we're gonna fix it. But over here we have using PTCL, which is pathetic. Customer service is bad because they have a monopoly here, and they don't have sufficient staff to take care of everyone. And this is just, but we're paying like 3,200. Not really 3,200 was the bill for this month, and we pay half, so 1,600 for the internet. 600 more, but you know, quality of the internet is worse. So yeah, the fly. Then comes water. Before we came here, people were like, yeah, security ke bahut charges hain. It's like 5,000 to security ke charges hai, which is not true. Water, security, maintenance, garbage, this is all in 1,800. So we also split it, and that's 900. Over there we were paying 1,250 rupees. So it's a little less. And then comes gas. Gas is like 10 times higher here, because over there was sui gas, and we were paying 240 rupees for the gas. No matter how much gas you use, no matter the gas is coming or not coming, it was 240 rupees. So here 220 is 1 kg gas, LPG gas, and it keeps on rising. The rates fluctuate. Madi. Yes, I was talking about gas. So gas, we used around 8 to 10 kgs, which is like, which is the average amount. I think this is the amount of gas that we'd be using every month. So that was 2,200, and that's like 10 times higher than what we were paying before. So let's get down to groceries. Atta, जब ये घर बन रहा था, and we have a neighbor's auntie, and she was like, अगर तो तुम्हारा ग्रोसरी का 30,000 खर्चा है ना, तो यहाँ पर आके आराम से 70-80 हज़ार तो आराम से ग्रोसरी पर लग जाएंगे. And I was like, what? Just groceries? 80,000? Are you crazy? My grocery can never be of 30,000 either. So we're gonna start from oil. Oil is like, we use 6 packs of oil in the month of January, which is like higher than we use normally, which is like 4 packs of oil every month. And that was 2,520 rupees for 6 packs. Atta, we use like 8 to 10 kgs for Atta as well, of Atta as well, and that is 70 rupees per kg, so 700 per month. Rice, we got rice from a departmental store here. There was a brand that was on promotion for 900 rupees for a pack of 5 kgs, so we used almost half of that pack in the month of January. It's March, and now that rice pack is half, so like 225 rupees of rice that we used. Milk is 130 rupees whether you get the kulawala, whether you get the packet milk, and we use like 1 kg. That makes like 3,900 rupees, but you can round it off to 5,000 because it's never always like you have like 1 pack of milk. Sometimes it happens that you get a carton, and sometimes it happens that you have like 4 or 5 packs coming, kgs coming. Sometimes you have guests, so you have to make it to 5,000. So we also had meat. We used, so for meat we had chicken and fish. That was like, you could say that for the entire month for 5,000 rupees. And vegetables, I told you in a video earlier that it was it's expensive here, very expensive here, and not the good quality as well. Because I used to get fresh vegetables in the morning. I used to go to the corner shop and get the fresh vegetables, and it never happened that I had to buy the vegetables for a week, and but I have to adjust, because over here you cannot just go every day to a far off shop and buy vegetables. So I need to get like 5 kgs of potatoes and 2 kgs of onions and 1 kg of tomatoes for the week. And tomatoes, sometimes they just go bad, so I really, you know, feel bad about it. And vegetables, they cost us like every week when we go, it's around 600 to 650 rupees, and that makes it around 2,600 for the month. And for the breakfast, we don't use bread a lot, or some cereals or things like that. Just eggs and milk and you know, we make parathas in the morning, or sometimes when you're like sick and tired of parathas, you can go ahead and have bread, but not like could be like once in 2 weeks. So come to the cleaning stuff. That surf, we use like 1 kg of surf excel, 360 rupees per kg in the month of January. But in the month of February, we're changing something. I've changed something, which is like we're using another, because you know, you guys are dhobis, and we know a lot about the chemicals and, you know, surf and things out there. So Arshad got me a pack of surf, which was like 80, it's Kula surf, that's like 80 rupees per kgs. But with that, because it does not make bubbles, it cleans just like Surf Excel, but it does not have the, you know, phoolon wali khushboo and the bubbles. So because I use surf also, detergent also, to use to clean the bathrooms, to wash the mops. So for that, I got half kg of Surf Excel separate. So that makes it around 180 for the Surf Excel half kg, and then 80 rupees for the surf. And then also I got Comfort to just have a little bit of smell, fragrance in the clothes. Though I think altogether it becomes the same amount, but Surf Excel half kg that I'm having, it's not going to be used for 1 month. It's at least going to be for 2 months. And Comfort is like a good quantity of Comfort I have, so it's also going to be for like 5 to 6 months. It's a big can of 600 rupees. And then Dettol Soap, 1.5 bars. We used the mid-size bar, and that's 127 rupees and 50 cents pesos. Max long bar, I used less of the max long bar in January because I was using more of a liquid. Yes, so altogether liquid and the bars, like it's like 230 rupees for washing dishes. And then toothpaste, it could be like for 200 rupees that we used. It was one paste. And then shampoo, when we came here, we bought the shampoo in December. And then 500 rupees bottle of Dove shampoo, and then we used that in December, we used that in January, we used that in February, and we still have it. It's a magical bottle. And then comes Lipton. Lipton is Lipton Tea because Arshad wasn't home in January most of the time, so just 120 rupees of the small pack was we used. Me and Manahil, we used coffee a little bit more. Like, we are not into, me and my kids, we don't like coffee and tea and stuff like that. Only Arshad likes tea. So that was for, like, you can say coffee was for 500 rupees. And sugar was like almost 300 rupees. Almost, I'm saying, because I had sugar when I came here and I was like so messed up in the head at that time that I did not really take into account the things that I'm taking from there, how much they do cost me. How much did they cost me? I went to buy Dalain, like all kinds of Dalain, beans and Dalain and chane, and that was for I got all of them for 4,000 rupees, and in the beginning of February, and this is going to take more. I'm going to figure out, like, I'm a person who does not make a budget that this is going to be the estimated budget that I'm going to these are going to be my expenses for the month. What I do is that I buy things and I see that I keep a track of things which are coming inside my house and how long we use them. So the 4,000 worth of Dalain, I'm going to see that we bought them in the beginning of February, and how long are we going to use them. So for Dalain, what I do, I buy half kg of a pack, because the longer you keep them, they start having those bugs in them. So yes. So altogether, if you calculate that with the utility bills and with the milk, the breakfast, all the major expenses, that becomes around 38,000 to 40,000. So I do agree that there are some other expenses, some day-to-day unknown expenses that do happen, but these are the basic expenses. I know my household, I know the things which I'm using in my house. So this makes me conscious of the idea that how much am I spending, and how is there anything that I'm wasting, or if there is something that's in my house which is not necessary. And for example, if I bought something and we couldn't use it, or for some reason it got wasted, so I'm not going to buy it again. So I try to, we don't use, as I told you, we don't have any cereals, we don't go for the chocolate cans or things like that. This is not something that we use. So this is how much we spend, and I told you that expenses over here are more than, or 3 times more than approximately. So you could say that in the previous house, my expenses were around 15,000 to almost, 20,000. So yes, that is what happened, and simple and easy. So you guys do share your comments and do let me know with you guys, how you make your budget, and how do you manage your expenses, and anything that you learned from my video, or anything that you have that I can learn from you. So do write them in the comments, and I'd be very, very thankful for that. Thank you so much for listening to me, and you have a wonderful day. Bye.